Hey, Shalom. This is GMS HollandSitdowns coming back with a lesson. I want to give all praises, glory, and the highest honor to Yahweh, Ba'asham, Yahweh Shai, Ba'asham, Kakadash. Double honors to the elder apostle, great millstone. Peace and salutations to the elect out there spreading this word and sincerity and truth all over the four corners of the earth. We're going to flow through the spirit, man, bring out certain things. You know, this thing just right now pops in my head is that this video that's brought out, you know, news reporters went to the scene of the Jersey shooting, and they saw signs hanging saying Yahushua is coming. But then these people that claim to be Christians see that as you know, this is the sign of terrorism, of this anti-Semitism, which that's nonsense, because it's the name of the Lord in Hebrew, you know. And then you got people, some of our people, that basically want to base everything upon science, and you know, want to act like they smarter, and they don't believe in things like the Bible and stuff like that, because they're supposed to have a high IQ, right? Well, the reason they don't understand is because the Most High is not dealing with people that are smart, man. The Most High ain't dealing with people that are smart, because what? Knowledge puffeth up, right? And that's with scriptural knowledge. But what about this worldly knowledge that they claim to have? You know? That puffed up even more. We had cats coming to the camp, studied like university and stuff like that. They just don't get it, man. They don't have faith. Because why? They have been indoctrinated with lies, indoctrinated with things they call and claim to be facts, which nothing is a fact with Esau, man. Esau always speaks with assumptions, approximately. That's the word that Esau likes to use, and the scriptures speaks firmly against that, man. So let me, yeah.
You know, the scripture also says that wisdom of this world is foolishness to the Most High.
Yeah, I'm gonna grab that also.
You know, because what they base upon facts is just based on theories. It's not based on actual facts.
Yeah.
You know, like a lot of things that they talk about on this earth. You know, it's just foolishness. It's lies, man. Because these devils, Esau, all right, thinks he's like the Most High, man. He's put himself in the seat of the Most High, but how can you? You can't even prove how many animals, how big the ocean is, you know, how many stars there is. You don't know any of that, you know. I mean, you don't know how big the earth is. You don't know anything, you know.
God. That's why he says approximately this, approximately that.
Right.
Let me see. I'm looking for the scripture.
So he just bases all his information based on facts, you know? And it's basically to distort the truth, because in order to tell a lie, you gotta know the truth.
I got it. So this is Sirach chapter 5, verse 11. Be swift to hear, and let thy life be sincere, and with patience give answer. If thou hast understanding, answer thy neighbor. If not, lay thy hand upon thy mouth. And that's what Esau never does, man. Esau never lays his hand upon his mouth. Esau's always talking out of his ass, man. Professing to know things, but meanwhile he doesn't know anything. That's why when something happens, the news stations already say like, yeah, we believe it was this, or we believe it was that. Well, what you believe on the carnal level doesn't mean anything, you know. If you don't have your facts together, then why you bringing out those statements? Let's say in case of a homicide or whatever, they want to talk before they have the facts. They need to get the facts first until they're supposed to talk. And concerning the distance from here to the moon, concerning the depth of the earth, they don't know these things. They say approximately. That's why they say approximately this and this, you know. using fancy words, things they don't know nothing about, man. And then what does Jake do? Jake copies all of that, man. Jake is stupid. You know, want to copy Esau's mannerisms. You know, and I know it's fucked up, man, because back in the days, I remember, man, like I had some so-called smart Edomites in my baseball team, and then, you know, if he wanted to mess me up, he started to use like fancy words and stuff like that I didn't know the meaning of, and that already always got me very vexed, man. Very vexed, man. Almost knocked his ass out a couple of times, man, because he was doing that. You know, basically what he tries to do is call me stupid. So, but then you have certain Jakes, they want to come on that level in Esau's society, in Esau's wickedness. Meanwhile, Esau doesn't have that deep of a knowledge, man. Of course, he has become wiser than Daniel, you know, in the technology, but that's all of the Most High, man. That's all the Most High's will, because they are the nation that, you know, have to make an end on this former how you call that? Former house, which is this kingdom. So this is Sirach chapter 3, verse 25. Without eyes thou shalt want light. Profess not the knowledge therefore that thou hast not. Were they in the time when the Most High created the earth? No, they weren't there. But they want to claim that's not true, and they want to claim that, yeah, there was a big bang. Well, okay, the reason I'm bringing this out, because we weren't there neither. Yeah, actually we were there, man. But this physical body wasn't there when the Most High created the earth, right? When the angels created the earth. This physical body, we were there in the spirit, man. But let me just keep that aside. But they can counter me with that, right? What I'm saying right now. But no, we base everything upon faith. We base it upon faith. But Esau is not basing nothing upon faith, man. So I can say like, hey, you weren't there. So you are. They claim to be fact based. Meanwhile, all the things that they be fucking uttering out of their snout is not facts, man. It's always assumptions and approximately this and this much. You know, which is, like I said, that's against the scriptures. And now you got Jakes that copy that. Jake that goes to university that want to say like you have these Greek colleges, right? What is that? These universities. Yeah, universities where they want to copy Esau's style, man. That's why they also, you know, bring out these Greek letters, man. Alpha, Gamma, Beta, Sci-Fi, fuck all that shit, man. Yeah, I was thinking about the X in Greek. All that stuff is nonsense, man, and it doesn't get you nowhere but destruction, man, because your faith is getting less, because Esau destroys your faith by uttering out lies, man. That's what got us thinking that the Lord is a so-called white man in the first place, man, because he's a snake-tongued devil. See, so this is Matthew chapter 11, verse 25. At that time, Yahushua answered and said, I thank thee, O Father, Lord of heaven and earth, because thou hast hid these things from the wise and prudent, and hast revealed them unto babes. So therefore we thank Yahweh Shem Shai, man, because we as man, we were supposed to be nothing in this world, right? You know, I remember my teacher used to tell me like, she would say my name, which I ain't gonna say my name, my government name. She would say like, you have to know you're never gonna make it in this world. And I was like, man, I don't even care about that, man, because I would be I would spark everything to I would spark everybody in the class to misbehave. I would spark it, and then at the point that the teacher was gonna flip, I would be quiet, and then the rest would be roused up, and then you saw all the people get out the classroom, and I would still be sitting there at the end of the class, man, because, you know, I started everything. I knew when to stop. I knew when to stop. So this bitch always told me like, you're never gonna make it. You're never gonna get nowhere. You know, if you continue like this, blah 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 blah. What's like the hell with that, man? Cause I ain't built for this shit, man. I ain't built for this studying of lies, man. Here it is. You have like 6-7 chapters of evolution theory, which is a theory. It's the spirit that I brought out that example. I didn't even think about that. You have 7 chapters of evolution theory, which is a theory. Like read the scriptures, it's something that you don't know the facts of. So you have 7 chapters in the history book that you got at school of the Darwin evolution theory, which he claimed to be false before he died. It wasn't true. It wasn't real. It wasn't how you say that, on point. Still they push it. And then you have like here in Holland, they don't really teach you slavery. They don't really inform you about slavery. Meanwhile, Holland was one of the last countries to abolish slavery, man. And that's not a theory. That's a fact. You see, so they are bringing out what they want to bring out. They want you to know what they letting you know what they want you to know. But then Jake is so stupid to follow all that shit, man. Here it is, 2019, and Jake still puts trust in these devils, man, in these crackers. You can't be doing that, man. But yeah, the Most High has hid it from them, because they want to trust in this so-called white man system. Which, if you trust in the so-called white man system, you're gonna go down with the so-called white man system, man. You know. So let me read it again. Matthew chapter 11, verse 25. At that time, Yahushua answered and said, I thank thee, O Father, Lord of heaven and earth, because thou hast hid these things from the wise and prudent, and hast revealed them unto babes. Even so, Father, for so it seemed good in thy sight. Yes, that sight, man. Because the scripture also speaks about this. Because prudent also goes into being prosperous and being able to grow. The Most High has hid it from them, man. And if you look at, I know, man, I spoke with brothers from London, brothers from Germany, brothers from Suriname, you know, brothers from Canada. I spoke with them face to face, and they always told me like they was doing certain things, but everything got blocked, constantly got blocked. Like they would always wonder, like, why isn't this working, man? Why am I not able to accomplish the thing that I want to accomplish? Everything gets blocked, and I can testify to that myself. Like I was playing baseball on a high level. I was gonna go to a baseball school, even got blocked. I was with the best 100 of Holland, the best 100 best baseball players of Holland. Stuff got blocked. I was supposed to enter into the Dutch baseball team, got blocked. Then the Marines, boom, got blocked. It's the spirit, of course. And then all the other things in my life, when I was like, hey, the music career that I was busy with got blocked. And then, you know, other brothers have things that they was like, I'm almost there. And then in the end, all of a sudden, everything gets shut down, man. But with the people that the Most High is not dealing with, he just allows them to grow, man, to grow in this world and to be prosperous and stuff like that on on the level of Jake, and because the truth is not for them. But if you have setbacks and if you get turned down on all kinds of things, all of a sudden the Most High guides you into this truth, man. Because I got in this truth by being almost depressed, man. Being depressed, looking for ways like what's going on in this world, man. Digging a little bit, checking out Illuminati, you know, find out what's going on, why all these things is like this. What's the purpose? Because all this shit is bullshit. And it's funny, right? When I was in the jam like that, I applied for this job at Cool Blue, because I didn't have shit, man. So I applied at Cool Blue, and they kept denying me, man. They kept denying me, and I was like, huh? Then I tried another location, kept denying me. And then the I say that the form where the job gets explained, like you need to do this, you need to be able to do this and that. I had all those things, but they still denied me. And guess what? Now they sent me a message. Yeah, are you interested in this and this and that to come work for us? Deny. I was actually laughing. I was like, deny that shit, man. But back to my point, like, people that the Most High is not dealing with, they are growing actually in these worldly things, man. But people that supposed to their purpose is different, man. The Most High blocks them from reaching those things, man. And this is the reason. This is Ecclesiastes chapter 7, verse 7. Surely oppression maketh a wise man mad, and a gift destroyeth the heart. You see, if you are talented or you growing on a certain level, that can destroy your mind, man. That can destroy your mind. You're gonna how you say that? Prioritize bullshit, man. You're gonna prioritize worldly things.
You're not going to be thinking of the Lord at all.
You're not gonna be thinking of the Lord, man. Now I'm practicing MMA, right? Practicing MMA and Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. Man, if I was to, climb up in that world, I wouldn't have time for the scriptures. I wouldn't have time to do all these things, right? That I'm doing now, through the spirit of Yahweh Shem Yahushai. For Yahweh Shem Yahushai. I wouldn't be doing those things. I wouldn't have time. So your mind needs to be focused upon the truth, man. The scripture also says, let me see if I can find it. I believe it's in Proverbs chapter 3. Bear with me for a moment. I thought it was this is Proverbs chapter 8, verse 8. All the words of my mouth are in righteousness. There is nothing froward or perverse in them. They are all plain to him that understandeth, and right to them that find knowledge. Receive my instruction, and not silver, and acknowledge and knowledge rather than choice gold. For wisdom is better than rubies, and all the things that may be desired are not to be compared to it. You see, call Allah and man. All the things that you can desire, like to be the top fighter, you getting your brains bashed in for some money, man. You must be stupid, man. Oh, but of course we are warriors, man. We are warriors. So we like to be in that warrior type spirit. But still, it's vanity, man. And it's something to be desired. But this truth is way more important than that, man. This truth is way more important than that. That's why the scripture says wisdom is the principal thing. So with all that get understanding. I was actually looking for that one. So, but going back to the point, these people that claim to be wise in this world or talented or whatever, they don't know shit, man. They are like, and also after training, I often speak about, like, man, because people often ask me, like, hey, why aren't you doing no fights, man? Why you ain't out there fighting, man, MMA? Like, man, it's not for me, man. I barely have time to train. How can I train then for a fight? Plus it's not spiritual, but that's not what I'm saying to them. But they be like, oh, you got this talent and you're not using it. It's like, nah, man, it's not. I got other things, man. I got other things. And then I see certain guys that are all up into it, looking at me like, so what you trying to say? Like, it's a waste of time? And then I look at them, because you got guys, man, they be training 24/7, man. They training, man, all kinds of things. And then the funny thing is that I don't train that much, and then I still whoop their ass. That's the fun thing. But you know, that's for the world, man. That's for them, because the Most High allows them to grow in that carnal desire that they have, because their desire is not upon the scriptures. So it says, 1 Corinthians chapter 1 verse 25, because the foolishness of the Most High is wiser than man, and the weakness of the Most High is stronger than man. For ye see your calling, brethren, how that not many wise men are after the flesh. It's like I didn't read it good. Verse 26, for ye see your calling, brethren, how that not many wise men after the flesh, not many mighty, not many noble are called. You see, so not many wise men in the flesh are called, man. Not many nobles are called neither. Which the nobles of our people nowadays are like these athletes and stuff. Athletes, you know, people that have a certain position. Artists. Not many mighty, not many noble are called. But the Most High has chosen the foolish things of the world to confound the wise. And the Most High has chosen the weak things of the world to confound the things that are mighty. That's why, man, we ain't got no guns, we ain't got no arms, we ain't got no weapons. You know, we ain't got no power in this world to fight against Esau. But guess what? Still Esau is shook, man. Still Esau is panicking. Because why? Prophecy is unfolding. You know, they put Yahushua is coming back, a sign, you know, in the news. It was like, yeah, this is a sign of anti-Semitism. And that's why I'm talking about the knowledge of this world is foolishness, because to be anti-Semitic means you against the people that come from Shem. Now the so-called white people come from Shem, the Arabs come from Shem, the Negroes come from Shem, the Latinos, the Indianos come from Shem, the East Indians come from Shem, Chinese, Japanese, they all come from Shem, man. So if you claim that we are anti-Semitic, then which nation, man? Then we are against all those nations, even our own. So, and then guess what? The majority of the people they flow onto it, man. They be like, oh yeah, they're really anti-Semitic, man. They are really against those fake Jews, because they added a new meaning to being anti-Semitic, and that means that you are against people that speak Hebrew and Arabic. And guess what? These devils are not even speaking the real Hebrew. So,
yes, yes. Go on. You grab Proverbs 15, 14.
Telling me to grab scriptures now, huh? Nah, man, I'm joking. Proverbs 15 and 14. Right? Proverbs chapter 15 and 14. The heart of him that had...
The other way.
14 and 15.
Yeah.
Proverbs chapter 14 verse 15. The simple believeth every word, gone, but the prudent man looketh well to his going.
Right. So basically, the simple believeth every word. You know, as far as the mainstream media, you know,
Anti-Semitism.
Yeah, right. But you know, Esau, he changes the word around because it should be Shemitic. It shouldn't be Semitic. You know, Esau changes little things around to throw you off. And the simple believeth every word, instead of looking into actually what's being said. What does it mean to be anti-Semitic? You know, they don't ask these questions. They just say, yeah, these people, they're a hate group, and
that's what it is. Yeah, that's what it is.
So now I specify my hatred towards. I'm a hateful person too, right? Hypocrites, man.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. And our people are too foolish to actually research what they are calling us or what they are saying. Anti-Semitic. Go look up Shem, because that's what it comes from. Being against the people that come from Shem. And then look how many nations came from Shem. You can just look up a format on Google, type in a table of nations, Shem, and then you can see, hey, a lot of people came from Shem, man, whose lineage is still around in this time. So what these people bring out, it's all to throw all kinds of people off, man. They have a snake tongue, they have a forked tongue, like the Gadites used to say. You know, the Gadites always say like, hey, these so-called white people have a forked tongue, man. They speak lies. So going back,
and the prudent look at what was going, meaning, the prudent are going to actually hear what is being said and actually research it, man. How many people are doing that? Because we're living in an age of information, right? As it talks about in Daniel chapter 12, verse 4, that knowledge shall run to and fro. And knowledge shall be increased, right? So why is not the people using the technology today to actually to make themselves more filled with knowledge? That's the simplicity of this world, man.
That's right. So this is This is 1 Corinthians chapter 1, verse 27. But the Most High had chosen the foolish things of the world to confound the wise. And the Most High had chosen the weak things of the world to confound the things that are mighty. Yeah, because we are always confounding these wise people, man. Oftentimes with their own history, with their own information, with their own things, their own tongue falls upon themselves if they come and battle, man of the Lord, man.
Give them enough rope so they can hang themselves.
Yeah. They don't know what's about to happen, man. The Most High put the Spirit upon us to profess this knowledge, man. So the scripture says, if the Most High is with us, who can be against us? Right. And the Most High doesn't allow his men to be confounded. They shall never be confounded, like the scripture says. Right. So, and to be confounded means to be put to shame. Right. And then people can say like, well, I never saw y'all putting people to shame. Well, the minute that they walk away because they can't win the conversation, guess what? The wicked flee and no man pursued, man. Yeah. And that's what we scream unto them. We scream unto them, the wicked flee and no man pursue it. And people be looking like, hey, what's going on over there?
But the righteous stand bold as a lion.
But the righteous stand bold as a lion. Yeah, we don't move. If people want to come up, talk shit and being bold and stuff like that, yeah, I want to say something. No. We don't do that around here. You can ask something, but say something. Then we already know what type of spirit you're coming in, man. You want to say something and drop the mic and leave. Yeah. That's not how we're going, or how we're dealing in the camp, nor on the comment board and stuff like that. You can do what you want, but roaches get eliminated, man. Roaches get sprayed on, man.
Yeah, right.
With some poison. Right. Which this truth is poison unto them, man. The scripture actually says that in some form of way. Let me grab that. Sirach chapter
That's a beautiful thing about this truth, man. From the way we used to live and carry ourselves to how we are now, being brought up through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bashim Shah. We have some power. Knowledge is power, right?
That's right.
And the majority of the people, they're just simple, man. A lot of times when there's a debate and they're losing the debate, what do they start to do? They start to get carnal. Yet we are still being spiritual. Just because you're yelling and screaming over us or calling us names, and you're not winning the argument, man. You're being confounded, man. And a lot of people don't take heed to that, because a lot of jakes, they're just about drama, and that's how it is, man.
That's right. So this is Sirach chapter 39, verse 24. As his ways are plain unto the holy, so are they stumbling blocks unto the wicked. And guess what a stumbling block is? Something that trips you up, man. And this truth is a stumbling block unto certain people, that they make too 2 front flips and land on their neck, man, and die. Because that's the end of these people, man. They're gonna die, man.
Yeah.
They think, you know, you might be reading stumbling blocks like, oh, you stumbling and you fall, you get up. No, man, you're gonna land on your neck, man, and your neck is gonna break. And that's spiritual. You know, before Esau's like, hey, you see, they're gonna break people's necks. No, man, that's spiritual. If thou, what did Yahushua say? Wait. Yahushua said, if thou, what did he say about John, man? I don't want to say this thing, man. He said, if thou, let me grab it. Can't. If thou wilt receive it. If thou will receive it, man, you know. So this is a spiritual thing, what I'm saying concerning the stumbling block, which is this truth for certain people, you know, for the foolish of this world, is gonna break their necks, because that's gonna be the end of you, man.
Right.
So if thou canst receive it, you know, this is the spiritual meaning of it, man.
Right. And so basically, you know, spiritually, as the brother's talking about stumbling block, you know, our people are stiff-necked, right? And guess what? You know, you're gonna stumble, you're gonna do a couple flips and land on your neck. That's gonna loosen it up, man. Because you know, in the kingdom, you're gonna realize that you're gonna be brought to shame, man.
In the kingdom, man. You know, in the kingdom, you're gonna realize, man, like, why didn't I listen? Why did I stay rebellious? Why didn't I stay in this truth? Because you had certain cats that fell out, man. They're gonna be ashamed the most. They're gonna be punished the most. They're gonna be ashamed the most. Third ass niggas, they're just gonna be like, yeah, I just did what I did. They're gonna be ashamed, of course, because they're gonna realize, like, it's like, why didn't I listen, man? Why didn't I listen? But guess what? Cats that were listening, but then turned their backs to Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. How do you think they knew Yahushai? They knew Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. And then Yahushua is gonna be among us in the kingdom, man, and they're not gonna be able to look at him, man. It's gonna be that shame and that man, that feeling is gonna be horrible, man. Put it in the back. It's gonna be horrible for these. No, here. It's gonna be horrible for these people. No, I would do it like this, and then go back, and then go like this.
I never really thought forward.
Yeah, this is not what I meant neither. But yeah, the point, man, we arrived at the camp. The point is, man, the Most High ain't dealing with these people that claim to know something, you know, in this society, claim to have knowledge, studied at Harvard. I studied at the Columbian University, where they're basically making you Freemasons and you know, set you up with some crazy ass rituals. And they show you that in that movie. I believe the movie is called The Ritual, where they have
in the woods.
No, that's that movie. I mean that series where they have these witches doing all kinds of shit in that school, and then you have werewolves, and you have like sort of witches. Forgot the movie name. Anyway, they show you that amongst all these universities, they are doing crazy witchcraft, man. They are doing crazy witchcraft, you know, messing people up, man, and making them sign oaths with blood, you know. So yeah, man, with that, I want to say Kal Alayim, Yahweh, Basham, Yahushai, Basham Kakadash.
Kal Alayim, Yahweh, Basham Yahushai, Kakadash.
Shalom to the elect, man. Shalom to the elect that pushing his word in city and truth. Shalom.